is December 1st and if you can't tell, I'm super excited for the fact that the festive season is finally here. Now, to be perfectly honest, I've been celebrating Christmas since about the middle of October, but now it is socially acceptable. So basically, I'm super excited, and this year, because I love Christmas so much, I've decided to do my own kind of version of vlogmas. Basically, my life in the middle of the week is too boring to do daily vlogs because I work a 9-to-5 job and it's always dark. So basically I've decided instead to do weekly vlogmas videos along with some other festive bookish content, which will be going up sort of throughout the week. But I thought I'd do sort of festive weekly vlogs because I should be able to find plenty of festive things to include, and you'll get probably, I think it will be 4 festive vlogs between now and the last week of December, so I'm super excited about that. But because today is December 1st, we're actually heading out to go and get our Christmas tree and do some decorating. It's Christmas! So we're back from doing our Christmas tree shopping, which was so fun, and now I'm carrying on the festive day by making some gingerbread, which I'm so excited about because I don't mean to like big myself up or anything, but I have an incredible gingerbread recipe, so I'm gonna go make a massive batch of that downstairs. So it turns out that icing gingerbread men is a lot harder than it looks when you don't have the proper piping bag. So mine have ended up being not the best. However, my personal favourite is this one that accidentally ended up looking like a cyclops because its face to me kind of looks like Plankton from SpongeBob. Anyone else see what I mean? But yeah, I'm sure they'll still taste delicious even though they're not necessarily the most beautiful gingerbread men in the world. Morning guys, it is now Monday and I'm just getting ready to leave and go to work, but I've actually also got a dentist appointment before work, which to be honest is not a very festive start to the day. But then after work this evening I'm going around to my mum's house and we're having dinner and also decorating the Christmas tree, which should be really lovely, so I'll probably catch up with you then because let's be honest, today is just going to be pretty boring with the dentist and then work, so I'll catch up with you later on. Good morning guys and happy Tuesday. Now, not to be dramatic, but I'm just getting ready for work and I think that I've actually done the neatest bun I've ever done in my whole life, and I just felt like I had to share that because I'm so proud. For me, doing buns is always so hit or miss because sometimes I end up needing about like 50 million like hairpins because it's just so messy, whereas today it's just gone perfect and I'm so happy with it. But moving back onto the Vlogmas vlog, I've actually had a really great start to my reading month this month because it's only day 3 of December, well very early on day 3 of December, and I've actually finished my first read of the month, which was I Was Born for This by Alice Oseman. I started this on Sunday morning and finished it yesterday evening, and I have to say I enjoyed this book way more than I thought that I would, because I'd been putting off picking it up for a while just because so many people say that Radio Silence is their favourite Alice Oseman, and I've read Radio Silence and I did enjoy it, but I wasn't as blown away as some other people seem to have been, and so because that's so many people's favourite, I thought that her other books wouldn't be as good, so I'd kind of been putting off picking them up. But I actually enjoyed this one so much more than I liked Radio Silence, and I just found it to be a really fun read. So basically, if you're not familiar with this story, it basically follows this girl called Angel and a guy called Jimmy. Angel is a fangirl of this band called The Ark, and Jimmy is the frontman of the band, and you basically follow them both, and you see each of their different perspectives, like the chapters alternate, and you see them during this one specific week where Angel has gone down to London for an ARC concert and meet and greet, and then you see Jimmy sort of in the lead up to that as well. But I found it so interesting, and for me, I feel like when many people think about books about fandom, the first one they think about is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which again, I have read, but I didn't really love. Whereas for me, I don't know if it's just because this is a British book and I found it to be maybe more relatable, but I just found this to be a much more interesting insight into the world of fandom. Particularly in the sense that you're following along with not only the fan, but also someone who's on the other side of their fandom and who is the sort of idol that is being worshipped by all these fans, and I found that to be really, really interesting. I think that Alice did a great job of kind of showing the contrast of how these two people can perceive this same experience so differently. So yeah, if you haven't read this book yet, I'd highly recommend it because I really, really enjoyed it. And then the next book I'm planning to pick up this month is Adele by Layla Slimani, who is also the author of a book called Lullaby, which is basically about this nanny who ends up killing the children that she's looking after. That is not a spoiler, that is literally the first thing that happens on page 1 of the book, and then it's kind of retrospective and goes back and looks at what happened in the lead up to those events. So this is by the same author, but basically, I've got this friend on Instagram, Grace, who I actually sent Lullaby to a few months ago, and then after that she picked up Adele and then sent Adele to me because she said that it was better than Lullaby. So I'm excited to read this, and hopefully I find it to be an interesting book, but I think it's basically a similar kind of like thriller style novel, so hopefully it will be a good one. But for now, obviously it's Tuesday morning and I'm heading off to work, so I'll catch up with you later on. But this evening I'll be home late because on Tuesday evenings I go to a yoga class. Hey guys, so I feel like it's been a little while since I filmed anything because yesterday, which was Wednesday, was my work's Christmas party in the evening, so I was out for that and I didn't really get home until it was basically bedtime, so I didn't have anything really to show you yesterday. But it is now Thursday, although technically I've rebranded Thursday now as Thursfry because I've got Friday off work, so I feel like today is the start of my weekend, so it's kind of Thursday, kind of Friday, and I'm super excited because basically I'm exhausted, so I'm super ready for the weekend, and it's dinner time now, and I'm so happy because tonight we're having nachos, which, let's be honest, is probably one of the best dinners out there, so I'm just gonna go and make that now. Hey guys, so it's now Friday morning, and as I think I mentioned yesterday night, I have today off work, which is amazing because I really need it. But because I'm not at work, I'm actually going out for breakfast with my friend Danny, who also isn't at work today, so that should be lovely. And I think the place that we're going to does like a vegan banana bread for breakfast, which sounds incredible, so hopefully I'll be able to get that, but if not, I'll show you what we end up getting. So I've been home from breakfast for a little while now, and I've just been filming some festive videos, hence the antlers, but I'm finished up with that now, so I think I'm just going to go and chill out in the living room for a while because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I think I just got over an illness a couple of weeks ago, and then everyone in the office was ill this week, which was gross, and I feel like it's kind of hitting me now, so hopefully if I just chill out this afternoon it won't get me too badly. But I'm just going to go and make a cup of tea, and I think I might just put on like a trashy Hallmark Christmas film and sit down with a cup of tea and do some reading. So I'm going to go and chill out there, and I'll catch up with you later on, hopefully with some more thoughts on my book, because I'm still reading Adele by Layla Slimani, although I'm not sure if I really like it at this point, but I'll catch up with you later on with some more thoughts. quite a bit later now. I watched most of A Christmas Film because it had already started by the time I sat down, and then I've just been catching up on Call the Midwife as well, but also reading Adele, which I've just finished, and honestly this is probably one of my least favourite books that I've read for quite a while. It was I don't really know how to describe this book because I had assumed it was going to be a thriller because that's what Lullaby was, which is by the same author, but basically this was more, I don't know what it was. Basically it's about this woman called Adele who has a husband and a son, but she's also a basically sex addict, and she kind of is self-destructing by sort of seeking out plenty of affairs and things like that, all the while trying to sort of keep it hidden from her husband. So it basically just focuses on that, but it's kind of just like a bit full on, a bit disturbing, and I just didn't really enjoy it. I've just put my like rating of it into Goodreads. It's basically like a 1 or 2 star read, but I saw that Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books has also rated this book, and her review on Goodreads basically summed up my thoughts, which was just that it was kind of not a horror, not a thriller, and also just kind of dull because I don't feel like you really relate to, or at least I didn't feel like I related to or really empathise with any of the characters. So overall wouldn't really recommend this book, but I'm glad that I read it, and now I know that although I didn't really love Lullaby either, I definitely preferred that to this one. So, you know, at least I finished it now. But it is a super gloomy afternoon. It's raining, it's windy, and it's super cold. So I'm gonna go and make myself some soup and just carry on watching Call the Midwife. But basically I think I'm going to finish up this Vlogmas vlog here because although it's only Friday, this evening me and Em from the channel A Little Writer Em are doing a 24-hour readathon, which is called the Smash Your TBR End of Year 24-hour readathon, which is a bit of a mouthful, but basically we're just trying to blast through our end of year reading goals. So that is going to have its own reading vlog today and tomorrow, and then on Sunday I'll start up Vlogmas week 2. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing everything that I got up to on the first week of December, and let me know if you've been doing anything fun or festive as well. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.